Fingers on my chest, right here next to mine. Memories we kept, never blinked at night. Now we're falling and falling again, without thinking twice. We can make all of the same mistakes. Do you and do I really just need somebody? I need somebody. I really just need somebody. I need somebody. Do we just need somebody? 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 Two lost souls apart, but together we don't change. Yeah, you don't fix my heart, and your mind is like a maze. But now we're falling and falling again, without thinking twice. We can make all of the same mistakes. Do you and do I really just need somebody? I need somebody. I really just need somebody. I need somebody. Do we just need somebody? 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 Do we just need somebody?
Baby, if we only got tonight, then I wanna spend it by your side. If you wanna give love one last try, just put your hand on your heart and whistle. Baby, if we only got tonight, then I wanna spend it by your side. If you wanna give love one last try, just put your hand on your heart and whistle, and I'll come back to you. Whistle, whistle. Just put your hand on your heart and whistle. Make it right. Can I change your mind? I'll do anything. Give me one more try. I'll be there if you want me to. Give me one last chance to be there for you. Baby, if we only got tonight, then I wanna spend it by your side. If you wanna give love one last try, just put your hand on your heart and whistle, and I'll come back to you. Whistle, whistle. Just put your hand on your heart and whistle, and I'll come back to you. Just put your hand on your heart and whistle. see. So where do we go now? We've seen everything we had to see to figure it out, my love. So where are we going? So where do we go now? We did everything so endlessly, and only to feel undone.
Good Friday morning, everybody. I hope everybody's off to a dope start to their day. The weekend is almost here. Let's freaking go. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Good Friday morning, Amber. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Deb. How are you, dear? I hope you are having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Ma. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning. Good morning, Jeremy. How are you, man? I hope you are having a good morning. Good morning, Kay. How are you? I hope you are having a good morning. Let's go camping. Good morning, Ash. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning. I hope everybody is off to a dope start to their day. We are hanging out in Cincinnati, watching the sunrise. Let's wake and bake, y'all. Let's go with... Yes, it's been a dope day so far. It's going to be a beautiful day out. Let's wake and bake. Cheers, cheers, everybody.
You know, sometimes I'm caught up in my head. I'm trying to make the best of the lows and the highs. But it's hard sometimes when you're scared to take a step. You're fighting with the waves, so afraid of the tide. Gotta let it go. That's the only way that I know how. Gotta lose control. No, I won't ever let it count me down. Oh, when I'm lonely and when I come undone, remember what you told me. Life's like a waterfall. I know the only way to get along is going with the flow, 'cause life's like a waterfall. I know the only way to get along is going with the flow, 'cause life's like a waterfall. I know sometimes this life can break your heart. When something's fall apart, there's no good in goodbye. But the darkest night won't always be that dark. Tears are gonna fall, tears are gonna dry. Gotta let it go. That's the only way that I know how. Gotta lose control. No,
Oh, no. Good morning. Good morning. She playing. What are you doing over there? Come here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Good morning. What does everybody know today? How's everybody's morning been so far? Morgan's just kind of been up a little bit, went outside. She went back to sleep, you know. Oh, ball. Oh, ball. Oh, ball, 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 ball. All right, scoot your boot. Chuck, chuck, chuck. Don't. All right, chuck. Back up. I got to work today. Got this day in history coming up here after 4:20. We'll morning speaker it up. Open studio this afternoon. Basement brawl tonight. Other than that, it's been pretty chilling. Pretty chill day. Nothing too crazy. That's so dope, Ma. That's gonna be great. I haven't been to a wedding reception in years. It seems like a few years. I'm smoking on Candy Crush. I just got the Skittles vape last night. That's pretty good. I got another one of the Gelinade vapes, but I haven't opened it yet. But it's super good. And then berry Skittles, double Skittles. I don't know. Still. Tropicana grape. That sounds really good. I like grape stuff. It's just a good, reliable flavor. Other than that, it should be a pretty good day. I don't know. It's going to be nice out. It was warm here. Turf war last night. Hung out, finished watching the football game. Oh, shit, that would be cool. I'd love to go see all of that World Trade stuff. It's so cool. All right, I've got 6 of our 7 getting stoned words out. So if you have a getting stoned word, please put it in, and the Cove can do friends. Worst case scenario, nobody else comes in this morning. I was chatting with this guy that runs his camera last night a little bit. It was very interesting. It's cool. I told him, I was like, we watch the sunrise here every morning. And then he was like, actually, I need to adjust that. And then, like, while I was watching the camera last night during the football game, he was, like, adjusting it so that way the sunrise was better for in the morning. I was like, hey, I super appreciate what you do, man. I was like, if we're not watching this one, we're watching, like, Duluth or... Hey, let's go. That's going to be dope, Kay. I'm excited. You're going to love it. Yeah, it was really cool. It was very interesting, dude. I don't know. It's a good football game last night. Let's go Bengals, even though I really could care less which team won, but I'm just not a big Steelers fan. I guess I'm just not a big Aaron Rodgers fan, probably. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. Been a pretty good morning. Got up, drinking coffee, hanging out with Morgan, listening to the news. They're like balls deep in the mayor race in New York City right now, and so it's pretty much all they've been talking about. And so I could care less about all of that. It's funny listening to them talk shit to each other, but that's about it. It's like I ain't voting for none of y'all because I can't vote. It's illegal for me to vote. I'll get in a lot of trouble if I vote. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Amber. It's not good. It's not good at all. So far, the laptop's been working great. It's been nice. Hey, what up, Heather? Good morning. Hope you are having a wonderful Friday morning. All right, we got all 7 of our words out. Ash, are you still rocking with us? Heather, do you want to drop the word friends? We'll get her saved for 420. We are 3 minutes out, everybody. We'll smoke for 420 and do some missed history and see what our Friday morning has to bring. I don't know. These blinker carts are pretty good. They spit towards the end of it. Like once it gets down there, it starts spitting a little bit. But other than that, it's not terrible. Does he still have headache going on, Kay? I hope he's feeling better. Two minutes out, everybody. Ashley, are you still rocking with us? Yeah, absolutely. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. I was talking to somebody and they were saying that they were like, I've had a good day so far. I'm like, you haven't shit yourself yet. Just saying. That's something that could happen that you have not done that would make your day progressively worse. One minute out, everybody. Hey, much love, Ash. Thank you, thank you. Got you. Perfect. Happy 420, everybody.
Smoke weed every day.
Cheers, everybody. I want to look at maybe. Boo. Does anybody got anything cool going on today? I gotta work. I don't work tonight. I'm not sure about dodgeball tomorrow. I have to run to Mankato, and we're gonna get a bunch of lumber to do a bunch of reconstruction. And so I don't even know if we'll be back in town tomorrow afternoon. So I might postpone dodgeball. And then on Sunday morning, I'm gonna have to do a bit of a shorter morning show, so that way we can do some rearranging in here. So that way we can start putting some walls up. But I don't know, I'm still kind of up in the air on tomorrow, but I'll let everybody know. But we'll just catch it up. I mean, it's not that we've missed a couple weeks of dodgeball this season. So. It'll be nice. Should be getting a window and some walls and a different heater, and it'll be nice. Other than that, Morgan's laying down, not sleeping yet. Steve is passed out on the chair over there. Hey, what up, Sean? How are you, man? Hope you're having a dope Friday morning. We'll play a song and dive into some This Day in History. That sounds like a plan to me. Cheers, everybody.
If I go, if I leave it all. Will I run, will I be unknown? Say what you like, say what you like, say it. Turn around, city lights fading out. It's time to let go. I will meet you halfway. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's time to let go. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's okay, don't be sad or scared. You'll be fine, I'll be there on time. Yeah. Say what you like, say what you like, say. Oh, be who you wanna be who you wanna be. It's time to let go. I will meet you halfway. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's time to let go. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's time to let go. I will meet you halfway. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's time to let go.
Whew. All right, Vicki B, what do you got for us today? Here we go.
Welcome back. Today we have One each, stellar event and stellar individual, a couple of disasters, a song and a quote. So grab your favorite cuppa, turn up the sound, and let's check it out. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for October 17th. October 17th is the 290th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 291st in leap years, with 75 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is constellation. Constellation is a noun that means a group of stars forming a recognizable pattern that is traditionally named after its apparent form or identified with the mythological feature. It can also refer to a group of associated or similar people or things. The word constellation comes to us from Middle English, Old French before that, ultimately from Late Latin. First known use of the word constellation is in the 1300s. Constellation. And with that, wow, they had a tornado in London on October 17th in the year 1091. 1091. It was thought to be about an F4 tornado. That's a pretty strong tornado. One stout twister. It hit the heart of London. Yikes. Kepler's supernova was observed on October 17, 1604, in the constellation of Ophiuchus. This occurred in the Milky Way and is the most recent supernova in the Milky Way galaxy to have been unquestionably observed by the naked eye. Back to London, on October 17, 1814, 8 people perished in the London beer flood. Now, we've talked about a similar flood before, except the other one that we talked about was a molasses flood in Boston in 1919. Similar situation, though. In this case, a massive vat, 22 feet tall, that's 6.7 meters for my metric friends. This huge vat gave way and burst. The pressure destroyed another vessel and several barrels, releasing between 128,000 and 323 imperial gallons. That would be 580,000 to 1,470,000 liters, or 154,000 to 388,000 U.S. gallons. And the ensuing rush of liquid took down a wall and went outside, where it swept away 8 lives. May they rest in peace. There was a coroner's inquest which determined the event to be an accident. The brewing industry began moving away from the use of wooden vats after this, and the brewery moved to a different location in 1921. And then the company liquidated. That's a funny term to use for a beer company. But they were liquidated in the early 1960s. The Dominion Theatre now stands where the brewery used to be. So if you're in London and go to the Dominion Theatre, that's where the brewery used to be. This is the birthday of actress, dancer, and pinup girl Rita Hayworth. Born Margarita Carmen Cancino on October 17, 1918 in New York City, New York, in the U.S., her parents were dancers, as was her paternal grandfather, so she had lessons from an early age. Early in her acting days, she often played the part of an exotic foreigner. In an attempt to get her out of that sort of foreigner typecast, studio head Larry Cohn encouraged her to change her name, and she took her mother's maiden name, Hayworth, and lightened her hair just a little bit. She became a top glamour girl in the 1940s, a pinup girl for military servicemen and a beauty icon for women. She was married 5 times and developed a drinking problem, which later disguised dementia, as it will. But she received a diagnosis of Alzheimer's in 1981 and became the first public face of Alzheimer's, helping to reduce stigma around the disease so that future patients would not go undiagnosed. Unbeknownst to her, Rita Hayworth helped destigmatize this heartbreaking condition. Rita Hayworth passed in 1987 from complications associated with Alzheimer's. She was 68 at the time of her passing. Today's song is Put the Blame on Mame by Rita Hayworth from the 1946 film noir movie Gilda. Written by Alan Roberts and Doris Fisher for the movie Gilda, the song is sung by Gilda, played by Rita Hayworth, with the singing voice of Anita Kurt Ellis dubbed in. An instrumental version of the song has been used in other movies of the 40s and 50s and recorded by quite a few other artists and featured in other more recent films and series, winning it a spot in the American Film Institute's 100 Years, 100 Songs list in 2004. Put the Blame on Mame by Rita Hayworth. Link in the description. How about that? For today's quote, I found one by Rita Hayworth. She was so beautiful, even in her later years when she began not recognizing people. Here's what she had to say about beauty. I have always felt that one of the secrets of real beauty is simplicity. Rita Hayworth. Alrighty, y'all take care. Be good to each other. I'll see you next time. And a hearty and grateful shout out to these lovely folks who've bought me a coffee. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to add your name to that list, there is a link in the description where you too can buy me a coffee. Alrighty. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlists in the description. You can find me on BitChute, Facebook, Odyssey, Rumble, YouTube, and X, as well as on a blog page called No Really. No Really. No Really. Consider following my Day in History page on Facebook if you're on Facebook. I also have a Patreon account now, or you can buy me a coffee. All those links are in the description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.
Much love, Vicki B. Thank you so much for This Day in History every day. We super duper appreciate it. If you are not following Vicki B, please make sure that you are. Definitely check out her Patreon and buy her a coffee. And I hope you are up to a dope day, Vicki B. Good morning, Mama Roo. Good morning, Smoka. Hope you guys are having wonderful mornings. Hopefully your twin is doing well, Mama Roo. All right. Cheers, everybody. Song of the day.
Gilda, are you decent?
Me? Sure, I'm decent.
When they had the earthquake in San Francisco back in 1906, they said that old Mother Nature was up to her old tricks. That's the story that went around, but here's the real lowdown. Put the blame on Maine, boy. Put the blame on Maine. One night she started to shim and shake. That brought on the Frisco quake. So you can put the blame on Maine, boy. Put the blame on Maine. They once had a shooting up in the Klondike when they got Dan McGrew. Folks were putting the blame on the lady known as Lou. That's the story that went around, but here's the real lowdown. Put the blame on Maine, boy. Put the blame on Maine. Maine did a dance called witchy cool. That's the thing that slew my groove. Put the blame on Maine, boys. Put the blame on Maine.
Let's frickin' go. I love it. I love the old vintage music. All right. I do have a morning speaker picked out, kind of a shorter one. A few things to do before work this morning. But we'll play another tune and dive in. Let's go with this one. Cheers, everybody.
I remember our last summer when your heart met mine. We would dive into the ocean, always side by side. I hear your world's been getting colder, colder, but through it all I'll be your shoulder, shoulder. And even though we're getting older, older, remember what we said, that if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I'll be the last man standing to keep you safe from the storm. I'll be the light in your darkest night until you know it will be alright. 'Cause if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I go wherever you go. I remember I was broken, how you held me up. With your love you made me stronger, you believed in us. I hear your world's been getting colder, colder, but through it all I'll be your shoulder, shoulder. And even though we're getting older, older, remember what we said, that if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I'll be the last man standing to keep you safe from the storm. I'll be the light in your darkest night until you know it will be alright. 'Cause if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I go wherever you go. That if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I'll be the last man standing to keep you safe from the storm. I'll be the light in your darkest night until you know it will be alright. 'Cause if the world was ending, you know I'll carry you home. I go wherever you go.
Let's fucking go. I love that song. All right, we're going to listen to a Jordan Peterson this morning. Hey, what up, Box Man? How are you this morning, man? Hope you're having a wonderful morning, brother. All right, here we go.
Straightforward. If you're obsessed by memories of the past, more than 18 months old, and most of those are negative, so anxiety provoking most often, then there's a lot of you that's stuck in the past. And what that means is you didn't map the territory well enough, and the parts of your brain that are alarm systems, anxiety systems, are saying, no, no, there's holes in the way you're looking at the world. There's holes in the way that you're looking in the world. And you fell in them once, and you don't know where they are, and you don't know how to fill them, and you don't know how to walk around them, and so you can't forget them, you can't forget them, you can't forget them, you can't forget them. So you have recurring nightmares, for example, are a good example of that sort of thing happening. But in any case, if you have memories like that, you remember them, they make you feel anxious and negative, you're stuck back there. Your body is still reacting as if there's an emergency that could happen again that you haven't fixed. And it doesn't matter if it was your fault. That's irrelevant because the alarm system doesn't care. Like when your smoke detector goes off, it isn't relevant whether it was your fault. The smoke detector just says house is on fire, and that's a bad thing. And your anxiety systems are like that. If they're tagging old memories with anxiety, then you have to do something about it, or you will be tortured by those memories forever, because that's how the alarm system works. And so maybe you need to go back there and clean things up. You've got to figure out, okay, well, how did this happen? What sort of role did I play? Even if it's a minor role, that doesn't matter, because the point is that you don't want to be put in the same vulnerable position again. So anything you can do to strengthen yourself is good. You know, and often if it's a really old memory, like maybe you were a child, you're not a child now, so you probably have a variety of techniques at hand that you could use to deal with a situation like that if it came up now. And so you have to update that part of your brain that still thinks you're 4. And lots of people have parts of them that are still stuck in some traumatic childhood experience. And they don't. I had a friend like that who had a terrible childhood, and I mean really, I've had clients with terrible childhoods, and his was like top of the lobster hierarchy in terms of terrible childhoods. And whenever he had a dream about it, which was very often, he was 5 in his dream. Well, he's 58. You know, he's not 5, but hadn't been updated, and so he was still 5 in his dreams, and it was a complete bloody nightmares for him, complete with all sorts of terrible physiological symptoms, really hurting his life. He couldn't get himself updated, and he's much older in his dreams now, by the way. He's up to about 45, so which is way better than 5, you know, because you can't fight back when you're 5, but you can fight back when you're 45, especially if you have some experience at your disposal. So anyways, you need to know where you are. So let's say where you are is, well, you're on this stage, and you're on this side of the stage, and you decide that you're going to go over to that side of the stage.
Good morning, Brittany. I hope you are feeling better. I hope you get to feeling better. Get some rest. We're just hanging out, listening to our morning speaker, Jordan Peterson, this morning. I hope you feel better too, CJ. Good morning, dear. Here we go.
Just to show that you can. And you're making the decision, the same decision that, you know, the famous chicken who is going to cross the road. Why does the chicken cross the road? Well, if it's a sensible chicken, it's because it assumes that there's something better on the other side of the road. It's like, or maybe it's random curiosity, but then it just gets picked off by a dingo or a coyote, so that's not so good. The other side of the road is better, so away the chicken goes. So that's what you're doing. You're going somewhere slightly better. And so that's good. Technically, it's good. Because the way that your positive emotion systems work, they run on a neurochemical called dopamine, which, by the way, is the neurochemical system that drugs like cocaine and methamphetamine and alcohol for some people and opiates affect dramatically and make people feel far better than they should, which is part of their danger. It's a very fundamental system. The dopamine system kicks in with a kick of positive emotion if you're going somewhere that's worth going. And so that's worth knowing. It's really worth knowing. It's like, okay, you want a little bit of positivity in your life. Well, how do you get it? Well, you've got to get the system. It's almost it's the left hemisphere system for most people. Not that that's particularly relevant, but it is a standalone neurochemical system. It's rooted very, very deeply in the brain's exploratory circuitry. So very ancient system. And it's happy when you have somewhere to go. That's the first thing. And then it's also happy when you're going there. And so if I'm on this side of the stage, and I want to go over to that side of the stage, and I see that there's a nice clear pathway, I could just go straight down this line, then I look at that, and I'm actually a little happy I'm not ecstatic. I mean, who the hell cares if I get to the other side of the stage, right? I mean, it's a small piece of my life, but it's not nothing. It's something. Okay, and so I look at the pathway, and I think that's a good pathway, and I feel a little positive. And then if I move here, and then I see that little table right in the way between me and the other side of the stage, then I feel a little negative, because I don't want an obstacle in my pathway. And so that's really how you're looking at the world, by the way. You don't see objects. It's not the right way to think about it. We don't see objects, and then think about them, and then evaluate them, and then decide how to act on them. Or if we do it rarely and slowly and with a lot of thought. What we see instead are pathways with tools that will move us forward, or obstacles, right? And there's no obstacles here, and there's a nice flat road, and so great. Positive emotion. This is a task I can undertake. The sailing is clear. It's a good day. And then I'm here, and it's like, yeah, well, that's a little annoying. I get a little pang of disappointment, let's say, anxiety. Can I make it around that obstacle? I'm fairly confident. I've done this sort of thing before. So I can take the rough route, and I can, walk forward like this, and then I can do this great trick, which is just this, and then, I've circumvented the obstacle. Now, if I didn't know how to do the little bit of circumvention, then that would be a real problem, right? Because I couldn't get from point A to B, and that would screw up my plan. But I do have that particular skill set, so it's a minor disruption to the perceptual set that I'm using to organize the world. It's a minor bit of chaos, because that's what happens when your perceptual set, the structure that you're using to organize the world, the plan through which you're viewing the complexity of the world, reveals an inadequacy, then that destabilizes your emotions. So that's another thing to know. One thing you need to know is you need to be going somewhere, and there needs to be a pathway in order for you to feel good. The other thing to know is that if that plan is untenable or becomes destabilized, then what happens is you become flooded with negative emotion. Frustration, disappointment, anger, primarily anxiety. But all of those things sort of intermingled. Anger maybe because you have to fight your way through the obstacle. Frustration because maybe you have to make a new plan. Disappointment because you put a bunch of work into the damn plan and it didn't work out. Anxiety because now there's too many choices in front of you. And so people don't like to have their plans disrupted. They don't like to have their plans disrupted. And the reason for that is that their plans are directly associated with their emotional perception of the world. And so, that's a good thing to know too. That's why, what it is you've decided that you're going to go to like a Korean restaurant for dinner, and that's fine, and then it turns out that you can't, and maybe you have to go to a Greek restaurant, and it's like, who cares, right? Unless you hate Greek restaurants. Korean restaurant, that's pretty good. Greek restaurant, that's pretty good. You're still going to be annoyed that your plans changed. Well, why? Well, because it's annoying to have your plans changed. It disrupts the structure that you use to stabilize your perceptions of the world. And it throws you momentarily into a state of chaos. Not much. Now, how much chaos? This is interesting. We don't know. Like, let's say you wake up one morning and you have an ache in your side. It's like, well, you don't have an ache in your side. What does it mean that you have an ache in your side? Well, you don't know. Like, maybe it means you pulled a muscle, and like, who the hell cares? Maybe it means you have cancer, and like, you're going to be dead in 6 months. The whole range of possibility is there, and some people will assume one thing, it's like, that's nothing, and some people will assume the other, and all of them will be right sometime. And so the question is, how do you calibrate something like that? And the answer is, well, we tend to guess at it. We guess at it temperamentally. So one way we guess at it is we have our set points for negative emotion. So it's neuroticism trait. Some people will be a lot more nervous about a small level anomaly than others. And maybe they'll go to the hospital first and they won't die. And then, or maybe they'll be freaking out all the time and they'll be a hypochondriac, right? So there's pros and cons about being nervous like that. The other person's very emotionally stable. They don't worry about much. They think, it's nothing. And then, by the time they get to the hospital, it's too late. Hey, that's how the dice roll. That's one way that you guess. It's determined in large part genetically. Not completely, but in large part. Another part is your position in the hierarchy. You know, so the issue is, well, how safe are you in life? And the answer is, who knows? But one of the way you guess is, well, are you good at things? You know, because if you're good at things and a problem comes up, you can probably solve it. And then you might think, well, how do you know if you're good at things? And one answer might be, well, other people think you're good at things. Because you're really kind of comparing yourself to other people when you're thinking about whether or not you're good at things. And so if it turns out that you're in a hierarchy and you're fairly high in the hierarchy, indicating a certain degree of competence, then your nervous system, under the control of the serotonin system, dampens down your negative emotion. It says, look, you know, all things considered, you're probably pretty safe. And that's nice, but it also means you don't like having your position in the dominance hierarchy challenged at all. Because if you get tossed down the hierarchy, let's say you get fired, well, it wreaks havoc with your serotonergic function. It makes you defeated, like the defeated lobsters that I wrote about. And then all of a sudden, you're way more susceptible to negative emotion. And who wants that? And so that's why you don't even like to lose arguments. You know, you lose a little argument, it's like, whoop, down the dominance hierarchy a bit, up, emotions are a bit destabilized. It's no damn way, I'm right. And why? Because I want to keep my neurochemistry in check. And no wonder. Well, the thing is, sometimes it's better to learn than to insist upon being right, because learning works better for the future. But you get the point.
Yes, I fucking love the Jordan Petersons. He's so great. I always love how he breaks shit down and explains things. He's so interesting. All right, let's see what we got for tunes here this morning. Maybe. All right, let's go with this one. Cheers, everybody.
Some things don't sit right this close to midnight. You're someone else in this light. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Stand in the kitchen, attempting to fix this. So I try to listen to you. But you're gonna say something you don't mean. So just before you take it too far, hold my ear, say la da da dee da. Your empty words made for hurting me. So just before you take it too far, hold my ear, say la da da dee da. So just before you take it too far, hold my ear, say la da da dee da. It's just like you to take me down with you, feed off each other's issues. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We both know there's no use talking about what I owe you. I want back the old you. But you're gonna say something you don't mean.
Let's fucking go. Hey, what up, Farm Chef? Hope you are having a wonderful day. Oh, man. Well, I do got to work today. Probably go ahead and call it an early morning show so I can get a couple things done, get ready for work. I hope you have all had a dope-ass Friday morning. Let's freaking go. Don't miss out on the open studio this afternoon. Don't miss out on Basement Brawl tonight. Let's freaking go. Much love, Vicki B. Thank you for this day in history. If you need any dope sewing creations, please reach out to my mom, Mama Beanz. If you need homemade fur baby treats, reach out to the one and only Kay Klingman. Amber does have a raffle going on right now, so definitely go and check that out. Oh, excuse me. Please make sure that you are following everybody on the Cove team. Make sure that you are following Sir Cops Alot. Don't miss Token Tunes every Tuesday night. Make sure you are following the one and only Europe Entertainment. Don't miss out on the Europe Nanigans. Make sure you are following Michael Hugo Manbear. Don't miss out on all the vibes he brings to the shows. Make sure you are following Mad Productions. Don't miss out on all the music he's got coming out. Make sure that you are following the one and only Kelsey Dabbs, Dabber Chick. Much love, Kels. Much love to you and Jinx. Positive vibes. And make sure that you are following Cornbread. Don't miss out on all the vibes that she brings to the shows. Thank you to everybody that helps support Cove-TV. I'll make this possible. Cove-TV is literally brought to you by viewers like yourself. With that being said, we'll smoke one more and call it a morning show and see everybody this afternoon. Hope you guys have an incredible rest of your day. And cheers, cheers, everybody. Let's go with this one. Cheers.
If I go, if I leave it all. Will I run, will I be being unknown? Say what you like, say what you like, say it. Turn around, city lights fading out. It's time to let go. I will meet you halfway. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's time to let go. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's okay, don't be sad or scared. You'll be fine, I'll be there on time. Yeah. Say what you like, say what you like, say it. Be who you wanna be who you wanna be. It's time to let go. I will meet you halfway. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's time to let go. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's time to let go. I will meet you halfway. We gotta move on. I will meet you halfway. It's time to let go.
Much love, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Catch you later.